Hello again, and welcome to the latest bulletin from Haverhill UK News, brought to you by Haverhill TV. In the news for today, Friday, November the 2nd, a government minister was in Haverhill this morning to meet with One Haverhill and find out about how plans are progressing for a community budget. Town councillors have turned down a deal proposed by Gurteens about high street pedestrianisation, and the flag flying over Haverhill has been officially launched by the Mayor. The Right Honourable Don Foster MP, Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State for Communities and Local Government, came to Haverhill this morning to meet representatives of One Haverhill and find out about how its plans are progressing for a community budget. Haverhill has been chosen by the government as one of 12 areas in the UK to pilot a new way of giving local communities more say in the way budgets are spent. One Haverhill will work on bringing organisations round the table to ensure that the money is spent locally to provide the services local people value the most. Mr Foster met One Haverhill Vice Chairman Sarah Howard and other representatives to hear how the project has progressed in the town. Town councillors have rejected a deal offered by Gurteens to withdraw their objections to the recent proposal to close off the high street to traffic altogether during the day. The clothing manufacturers had suggested they might withdraw the objection if the council would help get the preservation order on their historic buildings removed, so they could sell up to a supermarket or developers who would want to flatten the site and start again. Councillors had heard that Suffolk County Council Transport Supremo, Councillor Guy McGregor, had indicated the Gurteens' objection was the only serious one standing in the way of a traffic ban. But they would not agree to losing one of Haverhill's few historic buildings, and they did not see why they should sort out Gurteens' problem for them. Suffolk County Council's scrutiny panel has endorsed its Cabinet's decision to pass over its care homes to a private operator, Care UK. The decision had been called in by Labour councillors who had concerns about the level of care which would be sustained by the private sector. The Council and Care UK have already drawn up proposals to replace the 16 care homes with 10 new ones, including one in Haverhill to replace Place Court. Haverhill Leisure Centre will launch a regular children's football tournament this Sunday, sponsored by estate agents Cheffins. A Year 5 and 6 football tournament for children aged 10 and 11 will kick off the new regular tournaments at the centre in Erringshausen Way from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. The second tournament for school years 7 to 8, 12 to 13-year-olds, will take place on Sunday the 2nd of December. If your children are interested in taking part, then contact the centre on 01440 702 548. It costs £10 to enter a team of 7 players, 5 players and 2 substitutes. Police are appealing for information after 2 lamp posts were damaged near to a children's play park between Notley Drive and Langham Way in Haverhill. Overnight on Sunday to Monday, damage was caused to the lamp post, including wiring being ripped from the casing. If anyone saw anyone causing the damage or may know who is responsible, they're asked to contact PC Richard Oldroyd at Haverhill Safer Neighbourhood Team on 101, quoting HH 12 2342, or Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. And finally, a formal flag-raising ceremony took place to mark the new flagpole on the top of St Mary's Church in Haverhill last week. Building on the success and popularity of the flag display in Haverhill High Street this summer, the church and Haverhill Town Council joined forces to reinstate a flagpole on the church some 40 years after a flag was last seen flying over the building.
And today we've been dedicating the flagpole on the top of St Mary's, or the replacement of the flagpole. I think this is a very important occasion for Haverhill.
Town Mayor Pat Hanlon and Borough Mayor Tim Marks climbed the tower to perform the ceremony on Friday morning. That's all for this week, but join us again on Tuesday and keep in touch at www.haverhilluk.co.uk or follow us on Twitter. And don't forget my weekly Heart of the Matter blog.